So this is the first lesson on binomial expansion. You need to know what are binomials. Okay, binomials are actually expressions that involve two unlike terms. Okay, so let me just write down binomials are expressions that involve two unlike terms. Alright? And what are the examples? For example, okay, a plus b. Okay, all these are binomials. Say c plus 2. Right, say y squared minus x. Okay, or a cubed plus 3 over r. Okay, can you see there are actually two different terms here? Right, two different terms, two different terms, two different terms. Alright, so two unlike terms. So when you're actually expanding a binomial expansion to the power of n, okay, a plus b to the power of n, this is called a binomial expansion. Okay, these are binomials. Okay, when you have to expand it to the power of n, okay, this is called a binomial expansion. Alright, so for example, okay, if you have to take c minus 2 to the power of 7, okay, this is really c minus 2 times 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 c minus 2. Alright, can you see that it occurs 7 times? Okay, so that's what happens when you actually expand it to the power of 7. Okay, before we actually learn more about binomial theorem, you really have to know what n factorial is. Let us move on to the next page. Okay, what I was talking about is n factorial. And what is it? Now, n factorial can be written as n exclamation mark. Okay, and n exclamation mark is actually equals to n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3. Okay, and you eventually stop at 1. Okay, 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, so you stop at 1. Okay, so for example, 7 factorial is equals to 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, if you press your calculator, that will work out to 5040. Okay, what about 4 factorial? 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. 24 times 1 is also 24. Okay, another example would be 3 factorial. 3 factorial is equals to 3 times 2 times 1, which is 6. Alright, 1 factorial is just 1. Okay, so this is what n factorial is all about. Okay, so you got to remember this. Okay, so we move on to the next concept. Now that you know what n factorial is about, okay, now the next concept in binomial that you need to know in binomial theorem is NCR. Okay, NCR is also represented as NR within brackets. Okay, so it's the same thing. Now NCR or NR is equals to n factorial over r factorial over n minus r factorial. Okay, where n is actually greater or equal to r, n and r are integers. Okay, now you actually have to make use of this in binomial theorem. Okay, for use in binomial theorem. Okay, let me just erase it. Okay, for use in binomial theorem. Okay, so you got to know this concept before you actually expand binomials. Alright, so for example, okay, example 6c2, okay, is also written as this. Okay, and okay, according to the formula here, okay, do remember this please. Okay, according to the formula you can write 6 factorial over 2 factorial over 6 minus 2 factorial. Now 6 factorial is 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Alright, 2 factorial is 2 times 1. Okay, 4 factorial is actually 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, can you see that you can actually cancel it? Okay, you can actually cancel 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. And you get 30 over 2, which is equals to 15. Alright. Okay, but actually there's a shorter method as well. Okay, okay, look at the shorter method here. Okay, 6c2, which is also 6(2) within brackets, okay, can be written as, okay, 6 times 5 times 2, sorry, over 2 times 1, which is equals to 15. Why? Because 4, 3, 2, 1 can be cancelled. Okay, so it's just 6 times 5 over 2 factorial, okay, which is also equals to 15. Alright, so let's try this. Okay, 9c6, okay, can be written as 9(6), okay, and this can be written as 9(3), like that. Okay, and this is just equals to 9 times 8 times 7. Okay, 9 times 8 times 7 over 3 times 2 times 1, which is actually equals to 84. Alright, why? Because 9c6 is actually equals to 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, okay, over 6 factorial, 6 factorial, and then 9 minus 6 factorial. Okay, this is equals to 9 times 8 times 7, okay, times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 6 factorial times 3 factorial. Now 6 factorial is just 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, so you can actually cancel this. Okay, so you can actually express it as 9 times 8 times 7 over 3 factorial, which is equals to 84. Alright, so they're actually shortcuts. All you have to do is take 9 minus 6, you get 3. Similarly, down here you take 6, this is 6C2s, okay, 6C2. Okay, so you have got 6 factorial here over 4 factorial. Okay, this is equal to 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. This is equals to 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, but forgot the 2 factorial here. Okay, is 2 factorial, and so you can just cancel this out. Okay, and what you get is 6 times 5 over 2 factorial, which is 15. Alright.